So Jimmy, we fall to a 4-3 defeat here at Lower Breck. How disappointed are you feeling after that?
Bitterly. Gutted, absolutely gutted. Score 3 good goals like we have done today, and then to concede 4 in the mannerism that we've conceded them. I just said to the lads in changing room, they haven't carved us open once. We can break down all 4 goals and look at mistakes that we made in build up to them, and just flat. Just honestly, we put so much time and effort into things to come here, and just to chuck 3 points up the wall like that is just honestly horrendous. Just very poor. We've got to defend better. We shouldn't be needing to come away and score 4 or 5 goals to win a game of football, and that's what it feels like we're at the minute. So we need to make sure we get better and get better very quickly.
It was a real game of 2 halves. Presumably you were quite happy at half time, and then what changed in the second half?
I was quite happy at half time up until the point where we let them score, where they weren't even in. We were on top. They didn't look like threatening. We've got a throw in the far right position where we're attacking. The ball breaks on the edge of the box. Their boy puts his foot through it, and we get caught sleeping. He gets in behind us and scores. It just can't happen. It shouldn't happen. I've told the lads in no uncertain terms. I don't understand how. We sort of like we're in the attacking phase and we've switched off. We need to focus for 90 minutes against teams like this. Don't get me wrong, I thought Lower Breck played okay. I thought they played quite well. And we did in parts. That's the most disappointing thing, because it's all right playing football and scoring good goals, but if you don't do well in both boxes, you're not going to win games of football. And that's the one thing that's been so frustrating for me today. We've conceded 4 terrible goals. And we've got to do better than that. And I'm not singling anybody out, who's maybe made a mistake or anything like that. It's not my style. They're a good set of lads. They always give their all for me. But today it just wasn't us, and it can't happen again. I've just said to him in there, I said we can't be putting that much into a game of football to come away with nothing. We led 3 times and then got done by the sucker punch and ended up getting beat 4-3. So it's one of those where you just gutted, really. There's not a lot more I can say, really. It's disappointing, but we've got to move on.
We seem to be constantly playing informed teams at the moment, but do you think that's more just a testament to the strength of the division?
Well, the division's like it is. I've just looked at some of the results, and a couple of teams around us have had big wins today, but then also there's teams around bottom who are winning as well. And I think obviously it's just we've got to look after what we've got to do, and to come here and get beat today was not in the script, and it's not acceptable. We won't accept them standards as a management team. We're hurting, absolutely gutted. It'll be a long journey home now, but one that we'll park it tonight and look at it tomorrow. Then we've got a big week coming up ahead of the trip to the Isle of Man, and look, we're in a good position, but it's just disappointing because we could have won that game today and set ourselves up really nicely and consolidated our place. And every time we sort of have an opportunity, we seem to drop points. So it gives us a lot of food for thought and a lot of things to look at, which we will do.
And you touched on it in your first answer, but do you feel like we always have to score 3 or 4 goals to win a game at the moment?
Yeah, shouldn't have to. And I said to lads, I said the bottom line is, I said we can give you as much information as you want, but at the end of the day, when they cross that white line, they've got to make decisions. We can't talk them through every aspect of the game. Sometimes it feels like we have to, and I think the problem is we've looked good for 25-30 minutes in first half. As soon as they've had one little bit of a spell where they've got a goal, then we were shaky for 5 or 6 minutes, and it was only a real moment of quality from Ryan Winder where he's bent it in top corner that puts us back in front. We were on the rack a little bit. So it's just disappointing because the performance on the whole wasn't bad, but we've got to do better. Lads have got to do more, and we've got to make sure that we don't give sloppy goals away. So we'll work on that this week and make sure that we rectify it and put it right, ready for what's a big game next weekend, and where we'll be big. We'll have a good backing.
Yeah, looking at something more positive, it is the Isle of Man next Saturday. How much are you and the squad looking forward to that trip?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Right now, I'm not. I'd be lying to you if I said I was. I can't get this out of my head at the moment. But yeah, we're really looking forward to going to Isle of Man. We enjoyed it last year. It'd be, I think we're taking a bigger back in this year. And again, it's another big 3 points for us that we need to go out there and make sure we need to get back on the winning trail and get 3 points and keep ourselves up in and around it at the top. So yeah, it's all, you get pressure at this time of year. You need to win games more often than not. But yeah, it's a good trip to look forward to, and maybe one it gives us a free midweek now to reset and get some training in and go again, and hopefully we can respond next week.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Cheers, Dan. Thank you.